This is my house, and it's honestly boring and bland, and at this point it's getting pretty crowded. So this is the house I built, with multiple floors and cool rooms. That's what I would say if I built it, but I haven't built it yet. So let's do that. So if we take a look, I need all of these materials, every single one of these materials. And it's a lot of things that I need. And a lot of this is going to be pretty hard to obtain, but we are going to start. I'm not going to mine all of the deep slate and stone and everything by hand. We are going to go collect wither skulls so that I can beat the wither and get a beacon. So let me see if we can get a few from this fortress. Although this fortress spawn rates probably really suck. I might try to find a better fortress because this one's spawn rates seem to be pretty bad. So let me check out this mini map and see if there is maybe a fortress in a Soul Sand Valley. There's one partially in a Soul Sand Valley. If I fly on over there, and it is right here. So I did turn my render distance down a little bit. Maybe that will help to get more spawning. All right, finally there is one and no skull. So we are just gonna have to, I guess, sit here and wait for more to spawn. Finally, we got another one. So we just need one more wither skeleton skull. And honestly, I've kind of found the method. It's just to fly away like this, bobbing and weaving. Here's one right here. Imagine. Nope. All right, I'm gonna give these last few a try, but I'm running low on rockets. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So we got the last wither skeleton skull that we need. So let me go ahead and fly home. I'll empty out my inventory and then go grab the other wither skeleton skull that I have. And so now I can either wait for it to become night, or I can go over into this cave and we can start killing some creepers. So I was able to get 9 gunpowder, which, I mean, really isn't going to give us too many more fire rockets, but it should be enough. And I should have some paper somewhere in here that I can go ahead and make a few rockets with. And because this fight is going to be super difficult, let's gear up with some wind charges and take a little sleep whenever this will let us. And then I am going to fly over to a place where we can fight this without it destroying everything. And we just have to go down this hole and then down this hole, go in here. And then we can work our way over to this thing, and let me break all of these blocks on top. And then I'm going to break under here. And then I am going to do this, and then this. And I'm not going to hit it because one of the times I did this and hit it, and it kind of messed everything up. So I think I'm going to wait. Okay, that did not work. And I don't have my bow. And I feel like this is going to be a very, like, impossible fight unless I have my bow. So let me jump back through this portal. Go ahead and grab all my arrows and let me go fly back over there. It would help if I equipped my elytra. And we can start trying to actually fight this guy. Oh my god. This isn't really fair, is it? Wow. Okay. Well, once he stopped flying around everywhere, that was, it's pretty easy. I don't know. Let me just go back in here and then fly over to my iron farm and let me see how much iron we have sitting in here. Okay, so my farm is no longer working. Oh. Okay, well, that would be because the villagers are no longer in here. What is going on? Why can I never have farms? I swear, I can, like, my villager breeders almost die. Like, my villagers and my villager breeder almost died. I mean, is it just destined for me not to have any villager farms? I don't know. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I believe this is enough for a full beacon. If I'm not mistaken. And now let's go ahead and craft up the beacon. So let me go fly over to this cave, which has been our source of everything so far. And then let me dig down to deep slate. So it looks like I am now on deep slate level, and as you can see, it is so slow mining this stuff, like incredibly slow. And then I'm going to clear this area out, and I'm going to place our beacon. All right, and let's grab haste 2. What? Oh, wait. I think this ore is rare, isn't it? And there is the beacon. So let me throw an iron ingot in there and get haste 2. So I still am not insta mining deep slate. Does my pickaxe need to be efficiency 5? So I just looked it up. Not only do I need this beacon for haste 2, but I also need a efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe. All right. That was literally going to be our only level 30 enchant, and we just we were able to get efficiency 4. That's dope. So we now have an efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, which means we can also go ahead and head right back over here. So now we can go ahead and start mining for all of this deep slate. I also went ahead and decided to grab the spruce wood that I would need. So now with the majority of the larger quantity of items collected, I want to go ahead and stop doing this for a little because I'm tired of mining trees. We are going to move on to something else. We are going to collect everything that is 1. So all of this stuff that I only need a few of, we are going to go ahead and collect all of this. So let's go ahead on a journey. And the first thing I saw on there was a amethyst crystal. So let me run into the house and grab our silk touch pickaxe, wherever that is. And then let's go find a geode. So I did just use free cam to find this because I'm not going to be searching around for one of these things for such a minuscule block. It's not worth it. We'll get a few different sized ones. I think that's pretty much everything I need from here. I have gotten a few diamonds as well. Let's go ahead and get out of here though. Go ahead and clean out my inventory. So for the next few things, these are all going to be pretty easy to get. Let me grab a anvil real quick. So with this, we can go ahead and make a birch sign. Then we can also cross crafting table off the list because I also needed one of those. So next up on the list is cake, which, to be honest with you, I have not made a cake in Minecraft since I was like 5. So I need an egg, 2 sugars, some wheat, and 3 buckets of milk. And then with all of that, we can make a cake. Next up on the list is chiseled bookshelves, which I honestly don't really know how to craft. There's our chiseled bookshelf. Then we're gonna need a dispenser, and we can go ahead and craft a dispenser. Then we need an enchanting table, and while I already have one over at the mob farm, I want to keep that over there. Let's go ahead and make the enchantment table. And then I need a grindstone, and we can go ahead and check grindstone off the list. Then I need an iron door. Then I need a lever. Then I need a mangrove stair, and then craft our red bed. Now, you may notice I left something empty, and that's because this gap is going to be a sea lantern. So I'm going to have to go grab a sea lantern right now. I should have brought a bucket of milk though, because I think the second that I kind of land in here, I'm gonna get mining fatigue. I just need to grab one of these and go. All right, let's get out of here. Go. All right. Okay. Well, we're okay. And so with this sea lantern, the 1 block items are officially done. So now we can go ahead and move on to the ones I need to collect 2 of, which is going to be a little bit easier in my opinion. So if I pick up this shulker and then open this, we have I do have spruce doors and spruce signs. So now it's just a bunch of random numbers, and I'm gonna go ahead and start gathering up all of those. Also, I just want to thank every single one of you. We hit 100 subscribers at the time of filming, and I appreciate it. I know like 100 subscribers isn't a lot, but I do appreciate it. So thank you all so much, and I hope if you enjoy, maybe consider subscribing. So I was able to collect a bunch of the items, and this is what we have so far. We have a bunch of them. I'm still missing, obviously, a lot of blocks as well, but for now I'm not too worried about that, and I want to actually work on creating an area to build. Obviously I don't have the resources to build yet, but I at least want to mine out an area, and what I'm thinking is this right here. I want to maybe mine out all of this to create some super flat land, maybe build a different village and repopulate the village. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my stuff away into the chest so that I can fly over to the beacon so that we can mine this up. And so now with the beacon completely mined, we can go ahead and head over to this area that we are going to build our mega base. I'm gonna go ahead and place down the beacon. And let me go fly back over to our base so I can activate this. So let's go ahead and start clearing this and making this a nice flat area. So now we have this really big area cleaned out and ready for a base to be built here. I'm still thinking I might remove all of this as well to create some sort of flat land, but for now this should be enough space. So here is a little sneak peek at the build. I do want to see if I can maybe push it back a little bit farther, but I don't even think I can actually. Here's like a little sneak peek, but this is all you get. So pretty much what I need to go ahead and do is go finish up collecting all of the resources so that I can start building this house.
How do you sleep at night? Beaming through the cosmic neon light.
So I just realized I was not recording for that entire thing, but pretty much I've been running around and dyeing sheep red to get red wool. Pretty much I've collected the bulk of the resources. So everything else that I have to collect is pretty much minuscule and not super large quantities, and also not really that easy to obtain. So I've split the like 60 items I need to collect into different groups. And this first group that I'm doing is the random group. And so far I needed 25 red wool and then 71 red carpets, which I just tried to shear a horse. I'm currently pretty behind, so I got to run around here and shear all of these sheep. And there is all of the carpet that we need as well. So let's fly back over to our house. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear my inventory of all of these shears and poppies that I was using. So the next thing on the list is quartz blocks, which I definitely have some just sitting around here. That's not enough. Do I have some just sitting in a chest? So there is the quartz. So next up on the list is 7 campfires, and I believe it's 3 for each, so I'm gonna need about 21 logs. All right, which means I'm also going to need some coal, which I'm pretty sure I have some over in this chest, and then I believe I can craft 7 campfires. Next up on the list is 7 furnaces. So there's the furnaces. And then I'm actually gonna need 120 lanterns, which is definitely a lot of lanterns, and it's gonna cost a lot of iron, especially for someone whose villagers recently died, so his iron farm no longer works. Next up on the list is 67 glowstone. And there's the glowstone. So instead of doing all of that and trying to roll for the enchant that I'm probably never gonna get, I'm gonna go around here and see how many books I have. And I could only make 26, so that's awesome. Should be able to make our final bookshelf, and there are the bookshelves complete. So these next few things are all related to wool. I need blue carpet, gray carpet, and lime green carpet. There is lime carpet complete. And there is the gray carpet. And with the blue carpets being completed, that means we have completed the section of random items, and now we can move on to the next thing. I also went ahead and completed the wood items, the stone items, and the concrete items. So now we have every single block that we need for this build. So what I can go ahead and do is sit down all of my shulkers, and this is all of the shulkers, and if we look in here, they are pretty much all, I guess not that one, they're almost all filled with resources. I have so much that I need to build. However, despite having all of those resources, I'm still missing a few items. Also, while gathering all the resources, I did find a Alright, while gathering all the resources, I did find a dog. I also found a parrot, but he died, so I can't really show you him. So the final thing that I need to grab before I start building is some iron, some gold, then I'm gonna need my copper that I have to go smelt. And let me grab my diamonds out of here. So while my copper smelts, let's go ahead and make up some gold armor, and then some iron armor, and make some copper armor. Then let me fly back over here, and then we can begin construction on the house. And so here is the house. Let's go ahead and get a tour of this. So first off, there is an enchanting room right here. Pretty basic, but I believe it's level 30. I don't really have any way to check, but I'm pretty sure, you know what? It's level 30. And then right over here is a potion area. So I have all of these nether warts here, and then chests, barrels, all that stuff. I think I just threw all my junk in here. We got a chandelier, and that's why I needed the one sea lantern. We have the kitchen, which is just like really basic and nothing here. I don't know why there's a thing there, but you know. And then we have some windows and a throne, because how more self-centered can I be? Then over here we just have a random table to fill up some space and our storage area. And then if you come up here, we have an area for, well, my dog's gonna go here, and it's got a bunch of valuables. Over here we have our smelting and workshop area. And then we can come over here and we have a living room kind of thing with a furnace, a big fireplace furnace thing. Maybe you could like put some pizzas in here. I don't know. And then we have my bedroom, which I think looks really, really awesome. And then if we go out onto the deck, there is a grill and a little sitting area, and then a bunch of chairs just to kind of sit out. For, you know, for all of my friends I have in this amazing world, all of my friends I got. And then if we go upstairs, this is not finished at all, but it's just like a little area. We have a pool table, some arcade machines, and then over here is just like a big business table. I don't know, right? I ran out of ideas for things. And then finally, we'll go take a look at the outside. We have this little path that leads around here, and we have a crop farm, and then we have a water fountain. Back here is really empty. I don't know what to put back here, so if you know, leave a comment down below, give me some ideas. And we have a little area for whenever I get a horse, I will put him back there. Yeah, shaders make this look much better. The thumbnail's definitely gonna be in shaders. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So subscribe, and peace out.
Gonna go